Hi there. This video focuses on importing the data from the spreadsheet we just populated. So we've got our spreadsheet. These are all the rows that we have data filled out for, and we're going to import this information. So the first steps we're going to do is in the upper right, when we're in the Matters module, the upper right, there's a import CSV or XLSX. So this is new. You can now import full-blown XLSX spreadsheets. They do not have to be down converted to CSV. So we're going to click on this. Now we're going to choose the file that we're importing. So we're going to click Choose File. I've got on my desktop here Matter Import Template Test. And you're going to get this message if the spreadsheet is open in Excel. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. The spreadsheet has to be closed. So I'm going to close that. We're going to do it again. Want to make sure you have Add New Matters checked in the radio button and file type AppColl Matters. You can import other types of things, but we want to focus on Matters. Now you're going to click Import. And this is a completely new interface for how to import and fix any error rows. So most of you have never seen this before. What this is allowing you to do is fix errors in your spreadsheet within AppColl instead of having to fix them in Excel and re-import. So kind of a new interface here. Basically, anything, if you look at down here, anything in red is considered an error. Okay, so we've got these cells of information that are errors. Anything that's yellow is just a warning. And then down here, and again, you can bring this up or down, you've got the rows that are considered errors. And if you click on any one of these rows, it'll take you to the row, which is only pertinent if you've got, much more than this. So the way you want to fix these is you just want to start going row by row. So for example, line 3, line 1 is the one that's the header row, so that's why you won't see it. You won't see a line 1. So jumping back, we can see that rows 2, 4 through 7, and 9 are okay. There's no errors we need to worry about, but we have errors on these 3 rows. So first error is saying you have a duplicate attorney ref value on line 2. So as I mentioned in the spreadsheet, you cannot have duplicate attorney refs. So right here we've got 009 US 1, and we already have it on this row. So we need to fix this, or fix this one, whichever one, but they got to be unique. So you can click on this pencil icon, and now you can make a change. You've got the existing name. Maybe this was supposed to be GRE 10 instead of 9. Then if you click the check mark, it fixes that row. Now the error doesn't automatically disappear. There is a save and validate option that you're going to click, which we'll do in a moment here. The other error we have for this row is type. And it's saying type cannot be utility PCT if country is United States. The country for PCTs needs to be WO. So it's highlighting this row, but we can also fix this to be WO. So we're going to highlight that, click the pencil icon, check the box. Now what we can do, just if we want to get rid of these errors, we can click Save and Validate. Okay, now row 3 or line 3 has no more errors. So we're just going to continue to fix the problems we see here. Next we have another duplicate attorney ref. Okay, so the same attorney ref that's on line 8 also exists on line 5 right here. So we need to fix this as well. Why don't we just pick 4. Okay, so now that's unique. And then we have a duplicate application number as well. You cannot have a duplicate application number, and country combination. You can, as with a lot of countries, especially in Europe, you may have the exact same application number in different countries, and that's fine. All we care about is no dupes in the same country. So let's assume that we typed this wrong and this was supposed to be 729. Accept the error, or accept the change. Last one is South Korea is not a valid country. I believe it's something, according to WIPO, it's something like the People's Republic of Korea or something. I can't remember. But it's not South Korea. So you can find out what the correct name is, or you can just go in and change this to the WIPO 2-digit code of KR. Accept the change. Now we're going to click Save and Validate. Before I do that, I did want to mention that you can import whatever rows you want that are of the valid rows. There's an Import Valid Rows button. First, you'd have to do another Save and Validate, and then you'd have the option. If you just wanted to import everything that's valid and worry about the other stuff later on, the other errors, you can certainly do that as well. And that would be Import Valid Rows, and then all you'd have left is the error rows, and you can click Export Error CSV, and that's going to export just the error rows. So it can be a useful feature. All right, so we're going to click Save and Validate. All of our errors are gone now. We just have warnings, and the warnings, generally the only time you're going to see warnings is when you're adding a new contact into your account. So if you're starting from scratch, no contacts exist yet, so you're just going to get a warning. For example, client record Acme doesn't exist, and it's going to be created. Jane Doe as an attorney doesn't exist, so we're going to create it. So normally you're only going to see these: an attorney, client, paralegal, partner, contributor, client contact. That's generally the only time you'll see those errors. Don't worry about them. We're going to fix them as we go. So now we have no errors. So we're going to go ahead and click Import All Rows. Okay, so you're going to get a pop-up that 9 matters have been imported. And I've got a lot of matters in here, but it's safe to say all 9 of those matters have now been imported, and you are good to go. Everything is done. So a nice enhanced improvement over the previous way of always having to fix in Excel. Hope this helps. Thank you very much.